Hi David, and welcome back to Romania.
Thank you very much. Great always being here.
In 2015, you played a piece of George Enescu at the festival.
Right.
How was it like to play his music, given the fact that he was your teacher's teacher, right?
That is absolutely correct. My wonderful teacher, Ida Händel, was a student of George Enescu. And of course there is a certain tradition. I also studied with Ida some of Enescu's pieces. And of course playing one of his compositions at the Enescu Festival was a big honor.
You said there are two types of music, good music and bad music. What's your definition of good music if we talk about today's music industry?
Good music is written, at least, it's a very personal thing, it's very tasteful. And no matter what genre, there can be tasteful music in rock, tasteful music in pop or in R&B. It needs to have a great chord progression, a good structure, a good hook, a great melody.
What are the main ingredients that make a crossover piece remarkable?
Each piece is very different, and you have to find the direction of the arrangement for each piece new. So it's more about coming up with a new journey for each piece, because there is no real concept that if you do this and that, it will work.
Why do you think today's young generation isn't so keen on classical music? Is it maybe because of education, media, or the way the genre is presented to them?
Well, a little bit of both. I would say, first of all, there's not that many outlets where classical music is promoted. But I don't find that young people are not interested in classical music. Once you have their attention, they certainly are interested in all sort of music directions. So all I was trying, or I'm still trying to do is, get attention for great music.
In 2013, you played the role of Niccolò Paganini in The Devils Violin. How was this experience for you?
It was a very long process, and I had an incredible time writing together with my good friend Frank van der Heijden the soundtrack. It was very tedious work when it comes to the acting part, because it was my first time and I never saw myself as an actor, so there was a lot of time just sitting around before you had to say one sentence. And but I used the time to practice, so I always had my violin backstage, and I guess played a lot of the pieces I had to do next season.
Do you have other movies in plan too, or is it just this one?
To be quite honest, it's a project which cannot be beat. I don't think there's anything which I would like to do, at least until now.
If you could meet Paganini and ask him just one question, what would that be?
Play something.
What's the best memory you have from your time at Juilliard?
A lot of really good memories. I think the nicest memories are those of talking to fellow students and exchanging ideas and talking about life and what you expect from life, and maybe also reflecting over your past, because most of the musicians started very early. There was a lot of common ground to talk about.
You started to play violin because your older brother played it. Is he still playing right now?
No.
No,
He ended up doing something completely different. And he's a lawyer, working also in the United States. And I think he's very happy with the choice.
How is rock revolution different from rock symphonies?
Well, as the name already implies, there's a lot of rock music on it. It's the first time I integrated the electric violin. So for me, and that's why I called it revolution, it's a small musical revolution for me, because I never played the electric violin before. But for this project, in order to get the pieces perfect, I needed something more than just the acoustic violin. And it took a lot of experimenting and a lot of trying, but in the end, it really completed a lot of the pieces.
Have you ever thought about recording an album with, I don't know, like maybe mainstream artists, popular music? I saw that piece with Nicole Scherzinger.
Yeah.
I know it's different,
Well,
but
I was always thinking about doing like a concert or a show or an album with just collaborations.
I can see you with Chris Martin.
Yeah, I mean, wonderful musician, writer, singer, and that would be one of my dream projects, to write together with other people, and bring all those wonderful musicians which I love listening to on one record together.
Which rock band do you like most, or rock bands?
Well, I'm a big fan of Pink Floyd, Metallica. Green Day. I love listening to White Stripes when they were still together. And many really good bands. Jimi Hendrix, of course, but it's too many to name. But I love instrumental rock a lot. It's something which I can relate, obviously, since I play an instrument. So being able to really perform and have a great technique, I have big admiration for that.
Last but not least, what kind of show should we expect from Explosive Live Tour?
Well, I'm coming here for the first time with my band to Romania on June 8th, and it's going to be a very energetic, explosive show. My band is going to be on stage. We're going to do some rock music, we're going to do some classical music, we're going to do some jazz, some electronic music. So basically, everything music has to offer, and it's a fun evening for every generation, from small kids to elderly, and it's hopefully also very entertaining. I like to also integrate my life and stories and things which happen to me, and what music also means to me, what a certain piece means to me, and it's hopefully very entertaining for everybody.
David, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.